noise for Just Nice on the panel right now, goddammit. We got Cam Kicks. All the way from Choppin, the Windy City, UnBreakableKicks. And of course, last but not least, of course, we got the mayor. Everybody make some noise for this roundtable panel right here. That's all y'all got. He will shut the doors right now if y'all show some love.
Yo, come on, man. Give it a little more than that.
I swear to goodness.
Unbreakable
I don't think I
Kicks.
can hear you guys. You guys
Right.
got a little louder than that. Come on.
This is who y'all came to see.
This is, look, man. I just wanted to bring you guys some substance. Not just tables, not just sneakers, not just raffles, man. I wanted to bring you guys a little bit of substance so you can tune in with these YouTubers and these influencers and ask questions that you want. First, we're going to start off asking these guys questions that me and my wife personally came up with. And then we're going to go to the crowd. Garden State Pusher got his mic over there. After we got done with my questions, then if anybody wants to ask any one of these influencers a question, feel free to do that. So, first off, I want to thank everybody for coming out, man. You guys always show love to us, and we appreciate you guys so much. So I just couldn't do just another regular event. Every event from here on out is going to be that, an event, not a sneaker convention. It's going to be an event. So shout out Cam's Kicks, shout out UnBreakableKicks, shout out old man Mayor over there, big dog, big money. You know what I'm saying? I won't be able to pay my rent for bringing him to y'all, but I love y'all because of that.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
All right, so we're gonna get into this right now, and it's gonna be a little tricky with y'all two because I know how y'all two rock. But Cam, what is your favorite sneaker right now?
Favorite sneaker right now? Well, I just got the Travis Scott Fragment Jordan 1 Low, so that's one of my favorites right now. Favorite shoe I've had for a while.
Yo, relax.
Is the Sean Witherspoon Air Max 197s. That's been my favorite for a while now. So
Definitely a dope shoe. Definitely a dope shoe. Break. What is your wait a minute. What is your favorite sneaker without using a Retro 7? What is your favorite sneaker?
Man,
Or PE.
that one is tough. That one is tough. I would say I gotta keep it a buck. My favorite shoe as of right now probably will have to be the Air Jordan 3 Oregon Pickery. That probably will have to be my favorite right now. It was the Travis Scott Fragment High.
that's a good shoe.
It was that shoe, but
We're not gonna talk about that right
it was
now.
happening.
Man, what is your favorite sneaker right now without using an Air Force One?
Oh, that's easy. Jordan 9s.
Jordan 9, yes.
I never would have got that.
Damn, I should have said
Jordan
that.
9s?
Well, all right, besides Jordan 9.
I love Jordan 9s because I'm a baseball fan, and that's the year that Michael Jordan broke out and started playing baseball. And it's one of the most plain silhouettes, just like the Air Force, which is my favorite shoe, obviously.
So which colorway though?
Probably the olive.
That's a very clean pair. I love that pair.
That's a fire one. Damn, I should have said, all right, after that too, because I should have known.
Air Max 1. I can do this all day long.
All right, man. All right, so what is the sneaker, back to Cam, what is the sneaker of the year in your opinion?
I have to give it to the Travis Scott Fragments. That's just such a
The
dope
high
shoe.
or the low?
I like the lows. I don't know if I even said, but the lows personally for me.
I know it's Unbreakable. What's the sneaker of the year, man?
I mean, I was gonna say the Jordan 1 Travis Scott Fragment Highs, but we know how that goes. But to keep it above, the Air Jordan 3 Mountaineer. If y'all touch that shoe,
That's a good shoe too.
Yeah, that's a fire one. That's definitely a fire
The
one.
quality on that shoe is amazing, so definitely will have to do that.
Sir Mayor, sneaker of the year?
Hands down, I'm on year 3.
Hey!
That's a good one too. I have a pair of those. So
And I'll tell you why. You guys all familiar with James Whitner's social status on yeah. His story is amazing. So coming from where he come from and building 17 to 18 stores now between social statuses and years and everything else and becoming the entrepreneur that he is. And having the chance to work with Jordan the way that he's working with them. And when you're able to work with them is a plus, but when you're able to create one of the illest silhouettes ever and make something crazy like that out of it, you have to applaud that man and give it up. So it's hands down I'm on year 3.
And I'm gonna answer that one too because I've always been a Retro 11, Retro 12 guy is my favorite. I mean, they haven't dropped yet, but the sneaker of the year to me is the Cool Gray 11.
How about you?
Oh, these things?
Boom. It's not out yet.
Yeah, these is my favorite sneaker to drop. They ain't dropped yet, but this is I had to have these. Cool, I never was able to have
Somewhat, I got 2 pairs.
I was, see how you just got to flex on me? Listen,
Reggie.
As a kid, I was not able to have these nowhere near close to these. I was a feline baby, and I'm so happy. It's my first time ever being able to own them, so that's just fire to me.
Hold on 1 second, man. Shout out to this crowd because I've been to a lot of events and done a lot of panels, but I've never seen the amount of people surrounding.
Shout out to the sneakers gang.
Shout out to you guys.
All right, third question. Cam's Kicks, what's your definition of a sneakerhead?
Definition of a sneakerhead. That's a tough one. I'd say someone that's just like, obviously has a love for sneakers, is there for the culture. I don't know. It's kind of hard to define. Like, there's a lot of definitions because like people can define it like very differently depending on how they see shoes. Because you don't have to like a specific type of shoe. I'd say wear what you like. You don't have to wear what's hype necessarily. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Break, what's your definition of a sneakerhead?
The person that buys sneakers and the person that actually loves it. Don't just keep it in the butt because like in today's day of sneaker living, man, you got so many terminologies. Like when I first started, it was no hype beast. You know what I'm saying? You didn't really call yourself a sneakerhead. You just was a person that bought sneakers. You love them.
True.
Hey, I like these right here. No matter what nobody else said, it wasn't, hey, if UnBreakable don't like these, I'm not gonna buy them. It wasn't none of that. It was, if I see this shoe, whether it was $1,000, well, Mayor ain't gonna pay no $1,000. But if it was, $100 to $600, you know what I'm saying? If you like the shoe, you bought the shoe. So a person that likes shoes.
Facts. Rolex Mayor, what?
It's one of them off Academy.
Oh, today, I'm sorry.
Get it right.
I'm sorry. Pardon me. What is your definition of a sneakerhead, man?
First of all, I hate the word sneakerhead because where I come from in the South Bronx growing up, if there was a head behind something, that means you was a crackhead, a dopehead, so on and so forth. So I hate that word. If I had to, a crackhead is gonna buy some crack before he pays his rent. I'm paying my rent before I buy some sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So, we sneaker enthusiasts, we sneaker lovers, we sneaker wearers. Because I wear my shoes, so I'm a sneaker wearer. To me, it's buying what you like. Who gives a shit what anybody else thinks? If you like this shoe, you buy that shoe. Everybody goes, yo, you got this amazing collection, man. Why you always wearing white on white Air Force Ones? Because that's what I feel like wearing. And that's just, to me, it's just your love for the culture is your love for the culture. Nobody can tell you how to love your sister, your mother, your brother, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Nobody can tell you how to do that. So nobody should tell you how to be able to love sneakers. So my thing is buy what you like, wear what you like, and enjoy it the way you want to enjoy it. And don't jump out the window to buy some dumbass shoes for $3,700 when they only cost $160 for some goddamn reason. I'm gonna give y'all something. These sellers are gonna hate it, you might love it, you might respect it. Sneakers are only worth what our stupid asses are willing to pay for them.
So what's the most you spent on a pair of shoes then?
I say watch out loud.
Nike made me a one-of-one Air Force when the Yankees won their 27th World Series, and the choice was up to me to make the donation. So it was a donation, I think, to Wildcat Haven. There was some cat thing that, some stuff that Nike had out there in Portland, and I made a donation. I think I made a donation of $3,000. But I could have made a donation for $500, and it would have been the same way. But I just chose to do that because it was a charitable thing. So that's probably the most I've spent on the show.
Nice. That's dope, man.
Most I ever spent was $100.
You're lying.
Goodness gracious, man. Okay.
After this checklist, that's all you're going to be able to spend is on.
Okay, Kim, if you could only have one pair for the rest of your life, what it would be, and you have to give a specific colorway.
So, like, just one pair of specific colorway?
Has to be a specific colorway, but one pair, you can't, this is the only shoe you can purchase. You can purchase it over and over and over again, but you have to wear it for the rest of your life.
This might be a weird one, but I wear it all the time, so probably like the OG Travis Scott Jordan Lows.
Love that, man.
I love that shoe.
This guy really has a fascination for Travis Scott.
I just like that shoe. You know what shoe?
Cam, how old are you?
I'm 19.
I didn't know you were that young.
Now I understand. I'm not mad
I
at
thought
you.
you were like 20 something. I didn't.
I'll be 20 this year, but yeah.
Hey, man. Let's go.
Making that bread, man.
Damn, all my kids are older than me. Shit, my grandson is 8. God damn, you 19? Wow.
All right. So, break. What would it be? Not a retro 7.
Why the man can't pick a retro 7?
No, because we want to hear something new. I know
Shit,
stuff.
you know my answer's fucked up.
That's
I
why
know what you should pick.
Listen, that's why I'm trying to switch it up for you two. I don't want everyone to hear what they're used
What
to.
about
But if you tell me
Bordeaux
I gotta
7?
if you tell me I gotta wear for the rest of my life, you gonna argue with me, but I gotta wear?
I don't want to hear a retro 1. I don't want to. I don't want to hear the Air Force 1. I don't want to hear it.
See, mine is quite easy. I'm gonna go with the
Guess I ain't got shit to
blacksmith.
say that.
You gonna go what?
The blacksmith 3.
Black
That's a very solid option.
That's a good one.
Blacksmith.
That's a good one.
Legendary. Legendary.
Before Mayor goes, mine for the rest of my life, Taxi 12. I could wear that shoe into the ground. I don't care. Taxi 12, I will wear that for the rest of my life.
I'm not mad at that. What are my stipulations? Because I get stipulations with everything. Even when Nike sends me shoes, I get stipulations. Hey, what are your stipulations?
Go ahead, just go ahead, answer it. Rest of your life. Nope, I just don't want to hear Air Force 1. I
It's a
don't
white
want
on white Air Force One for the rest of my life. What's wrong with that? Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Linen Atmosphere Air Force One. Is that better?
It's still an Air Force.
It's my favorite shoe ever. You make shit.
If you cannot have the Air Force 1, what silhouette are you going to be?
Air Force Ones.
There's no such thing as not having Air
Oh
Force
my
One.
God. Air Force 1 for Mayor, that's it. We got it.
I'm sorry for the boring answer on this one. I promise I'll entertain some more in a minute.
These ones are a little deeper. Listen, these ones are a
Let me
little
ask you, who
deeper.
wrote that question? You or your wife? You know your wife is my own. Who wrote that last question?
Me.
No, I figured.
Now look, this is where my wife comes in at.
Here we go.
We're gonna get a little deep
Now we got the brains in the family.
Yeah, you're right. Cam, if you could wave a magic wand and have anything you want right now in your life,
Travis Scott in front of you performing.
No, not that.
if you could wave a wand and have anything in your life right now, what would it be?
Travis Scott. No, I'm just kidding. That's a tough question. I honestly don't know. Anything like in the entire world?
Anything.
Kylie Jenner.
I honestly don't know. I mean, I don't have a house, so maybe a house. I don't know.
Hey.
All that money you make selling shoes, you ain't got a house yet?
I don't, not yet. Coming soon.
There you go.
Front row tickets.
Brick.
Everyone tickets to see Travis Scott. Backstage pass.
Unlimited Travis merch for the rest of my life.
Meet and greet with Travis Scott.
And for food, the Travis Patty meal, of course.
Break one thing, magic wand,
Man,
appear right in front of you.
it has nothing to do with sneakers.
Nothing to do with sneakers, anything.
I'm doing generational wealth for my
Woo! Let's
No,
go.
seriously, I have a 6-year-old daughter, man, and I enjoy what I do. This is my job now. Say it again.
You're already rich.
Yeah, a little bit, bro. I mean, I ain't to the standard where I want to be, you know, with more working hard. But literally, the generational wealth and just the knowledge that my mom and dad didn't give me in order to, you know, be in the position that I'm in right now. So just continue to educate her and set her up for, you know, a future when I'm all gone.
Mayor over there is still thinking about it because he has everything.
Unlimited Air Force Ones.
He already has unlimited Air Force One.
Yeah, that's true.
I got seats in Yankee Stadium. I got all that. Nah, for me, don't get sentimental, man. Don't start crying on me. If I could do it one last time and wave a magic wand, it would be dinner with my grandfather one more time. My grandfather died when I was 16 years old and died in my arms. And by 16, he had instilled so much shit in me that I carry to this day. Excuse my French, but this is how it's gonna come out. My grandfather instilled so much shit in me by the time I was 16 that by 17 and a half, I was taking care of my whole family. And that's real spit. And, you know, and it's just to thank him one more time and to hug him one more time and to just show him that he made a real one, that he helped create a real one. And I couldn't have did it without him, so I would definitely take that all day long.
Yo, give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause for that, man. That's a real rap right there. Melissa, you bring somebody cutting onions in here?
When y'all start crying, I'm gonna start crying. Don't do
What's
this
happening?
now.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm a sensitive thug.
Ken, what would you do? What would you do if you knew that you could not fail at it?
You like couldn't what?
What would you do if you knew that you could not fail at it, whatever it is, you're going to succeed, what would the first thing that you would do?
I don't know exactly, but I mean, I just want to keep opening up more businesses, keep opening up more stores. So just gonna keep pushing for that and open as many stores as I can.
Absolutely. Break, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? What would be your next step?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, like, y'all know me for shoes, but other than shoes, like, I'm a big kid, so, like, I ain't gonna lie, I want to be in, like, a Marvel movie playing Spider-Man or something. Like, you know, growing up watching Power Rangers and, like, Spider-Man, boy, like, I'll be the Red Ranger, boy.
Yes, sir.
Like, some of that nature, bro, like, you know, be, like, on the big screen or something like that.
Listen, Unbreakable.
Next Power Ranger.
Unbreakable, that name could be a dope WWE superstar, too.
You have bulletproof Jordan 7.
I'm with it, bro, I'm with it.
Like Wonder Woman got bracelets. You like,
Sir Mayor, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail?
y'all getting philosophical mayor right now.
This is wifey right
That's why I
here.
spit game. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I always go on Instagram live, talking trash, running around, driving around. And one thing that I always do is, it happened a million times. People always stop me when I'm in the street, like homeless people or people in the street that are not doing well, and they always ask me for money. And I'm like, I'm not gonna give you no money. I don't do that because I don't know what you're gonna do with the money. But if you're hungry, I'll feed you. And I've literally gotten out of my car, bought people slices of pizza, fed families, so on and so forth. So if I could do that, I'll end hunger. I would end world hunger. If I could snap my fingers and end world hunger, that's what it would be.
Yes, sir. That's what I like to hear, man.
I know y'all pissed off like, damn, this 49-year-old guy talking all this nonsense. But I'm being honest.
Okay.
Get back to the sneakers so the people can love me again.
Hey, the rest, listen, we're gonna get to the sneakers, but the crowd, but the rest this is wifey right here, man.
Let's go.
What do you believe, Cam, is your biggest strength, and how does it show up?
My biggest strength, I would probably say, is obviously my team. I couldn't do it without them, so appreciate everyone that works really hard. And obviously everyone that supports us, all our fans, and everyone that buys shoes from us, we couldn't do it without them, so.
Your biggest strength is having a strong, structured team.
Strong, structured team and a strong, like, supporting fan base and everything.
Fire.
That boy 19.
Break, what do you believe is your biggest strength, and how does it show up?
I would say my biggest strength is like grit and resiliency. The reason being is, for those who follow me or for those who have watched my YouTube journey over the last couple of years, man, y'all have seen I've been through a lot of unnecessary stuff.
Absolutely.
And you know, to still be able to sit in front of you guys and to be able to, you know, take pictures and hug you guys and shake hands. It took a lot. Like, a lot of people don't see what goes on behind the camera. The only thing they see is, what up, UnBreakableKicks, I'm bringing you this shit, you know, but a lot of people don't see the heartache and the headache and the stress and the things that go behind, you know, filming videos and recording and getting on camera and still putting a smile on you guys' face when I might be at my lowest. And I gotta thank the Unbreakable Army too. I know it's a lot of members of the Army here, man, because y'all keep me going. I know when I was at one of my lowest point, a young lady messaged me and said, "You're unbreakable for a reason. Now be unbreakable." And that stuck with me. At my lowest, I'm getting goosebumps from it, like seriously, like at my lowest. She was like, "You're unbreakable, be unbreakable." And ever since then, I'm just like, every day I gotta continue pushing. You know, back God, I'm still here, you know. Being able to say, what up, Unbreakable Kicks, and let's get to some shoes.
My man. Yo, shout out my wifey's questions, man. She's in her event right now, but
Shout out to the brains in the crew.
yeah. Michael Jordan, you gotta relax. Alright, what do you believe is your biggest strength, and how does it show up, Sir Barry?
My biggest strength. I guess my biggest strength is being able to command my respect and command the room. And it's something my mother taught me. I was raised by a single parent, and she always taught me how to command my respect whenever I walk in the room. And that's one of my biggest attributes. That helped me to build some of the most amazing relationships I have in life. Pretty much was just based on me being able to command the room and command my respect and being respectful at the same token. That's pretty much what it is.
Yes, sir. So questions from us, questions from me is already done. So if anybody wants to ask any influencer up here any questions, come up right now to Garden State Pusher on the mic and ask a question. Anyone.
I preferably ask that you have gum, breath mints, something down.
Anybody have any questions for the influencers? Anyone?
Don't be shy.
Let's start it off.
Let's go.
You got a question? Can I ask you one quick question?
Yes, you got one.
You got one? Young brother, who inspired you to really start at a young age to do all this the way you're doing it? Because you got like a real strong foundation to be so young.
Honestly, I had a lot of people that inspired me. I mean, I've been in the shoes for years now, so I grew up watching sneaker YouTube. Like Kai's, like people like them, all the OG like sneaker YouTubers, Unbreakable, I watched them a little bit as well. Yeah, no problem. Just people like that, like people doing YouTube and sneaker videos, that kind of inspired me a little bit. My friend got me into sneakers, so that's how I got into sneakers. But
Can I ask you a question?
go ahead.
All the way from your hood, where you from, knowing that, the current conditions of your area, where you from, how did you even make it out to be what you are without the distractions back home the way they are? Like, what pushed you to go that hard?
Man, just growing up, bro, I grew up in a two-family household, my mom and dad, but we didn't have everything.
Yo, can we respect the people that's talking back there, please? If I can keep it down a little bit. Thank you.
Yeah, just growing up in a household that I grew up with, man, seeing my mom and dad, struggle paycheck to paycheck. I always vowed, and there's nothing against them, but I always tell my mom, I wish that my mom and dad would have given me more information just as far as like credit and credit cards and student loans and things of this nature that I had to learn for myself. But by me learning that for myself, it actually made me stronger and it actually made me more level-headed. So just being from where I come from, bro, I saw a lot of stuff and I knew what I did want and what I didn't want. So just tunnel vision, like literally it was, and my wife can attest to this, it was years where my wife was just like, please, you did 3 videos, like you don't need to do another video. But my tunnel vision was, it literally, that's all I saw. And I knew what I wanted for my wife and for my daughter. So man, just having that resiliency, nobody can stop me from what I had planned. And I didn't even know I had this plan. I started doing shoes on Facebook groups. I was in Facebook groups and people were like, hey bro, like, you should post this shoe on YouTube. You just got this early. And the first video I ever did on YouTube was the Air Jordan 11 Space Jams from 2016. I got 8,000 views on it and I thought I was P. Diddy in this joint. You know what I'm saying? And then I just continued. And I stayed consistent. There was a young lady here that has a YouTube channel, and I was telling her that just stay consistent. Consistency is key with everything in life, not even YouTube.
Facts, yeah.
Just literally anything that you want in life, you have to be consistent. You can't do it one day and then skip doing it for 2 weeks and then expect to be good at it. You have to be consistent with anything that you want in life.
That was a very good answer. Thank you. Y'all can give it up. I didn't know my questions would do this. Big Mayor. Being as though I would consider you the OG on the panel, right?
Thanks for calling me the OG.
I know, without saying it. How does it feel to go through as many sneaker eras that you went through and to still stand in this era on top of the game?
That's a good question.
It's amazing, man. Like, sneakers have withstood the test of time. To be able to watch, and people get mad, but to be able to watch Nike and Jordan retro shoes that kids can get the same experience that I did when I had them, it's an amazing thing, man. I mean, minus the camp outs and all that stuff y'all gotta go through. No, I'm being real. I mean, the hardest part for me was cutting school to go get their sneakers on Wednesday, and then they stopped doing that and releasing them on Saturdays because kids were cutting school. But the fact that a young kid can get a cool grade when I got my first cool grade back then, or get their first Olive now, or even when Ronnie released the Kips again, to release the Linens again, for people to experience the same thing that I did, and to see the same pleasure and joy in people's eyes that I did when I was a kid, I mean, it's amazing. I get kids walking up to me all day knowing who I am. I'm 49 years old. I've been doing this forever. Like, I've been doing this since I'm 9 years old, 12 years old. Like, I've been doing this forever. Like, I'm ancient. But I enjoy the fact that a young kid could walk up to me. I'm haggling in the back with a 15-year-old right now for a pair of sneakers. It's the greatest thing ever. Like, it's fun. I'm about to rob his little ass when I'm done. I'm about to show him where I really came. I mean, it's just fun. mean, just watching the overall experience, watching young entrepreneurs, watching young hustlers. And mind you, I used to denounce reselling, but I get it. You know, but what used to bother me about reselling was if you stand online waiting for 3 days, smelling like a butt cheek sandwich to get a pair of shoes, that you're gonna resell the next day for $100. You basically stood online for $2 an hour. I mean, go get a job at McDonald's at that point, but it's a different game now. Now there's bots, now there's everybody got everything going, and now you get multiple pairs. So I get the hustle. No, I really used to bother me. You know what it is for somebody to be like we had a conversation with a regular adult, and she's telling me, hey, I want to buy my son a pair of Jordans because he did good in school, and she can't go get them because she can't get on the line in Foot Locker to go get them. It was disturbing to me. I used to really try to go out my way to make that happen for people because it sucked. But it's a total different spin now. We done had 3 or 4 spins in this reselling thing since I've seen it this year. Right? We going back to eBay again because they're not charging fees now from what I hear. Right? But I mean, it's crazy because back then that was all we knew. You know, we didn't know camping out, we didn't know this, you know, like, we didn't know all that stuff. And, you know, but I respect the hustle now, and I respect the fact that everybody enjoys it the way that I enjoy it. I still enjoy it. I'm 49 and I still enjoy it, so I can imagine.
All right, man. Just, you know I was coming to you with it, man. It's my last question as the host.
Yes, sir.
And I'm waiting for anybody.